Hello, my dear children. Children, in the class of AC circuits, today we are going to study LCR series resonance. Well, children, what is this resonance in LCR series circuit? This is a sort of electrical resonance. Well, we are already familiar with mechanical resonance we have studied last year. What is mechanical resonance? When the frequency of vibration of an object matches with the frequency of the other object, or one becomes integral multiple of other, both the objects starts vibrating violently with high amplitude. This is what is mechanical resonance. And today we are going to study electrical resonance in LCR series circuit. What happens here? Well, children, every LCR series circuit is characterized by a resonant frequency. What is that resonant frequency? We'll know very shortly. And when frequency of AC source becomes same as resonant frequency, then there is high value of current in the circuit. Like in mechanical resonance, we have high amplitude of displacement. In electrical resonance, we have high amplitude of current. At both the places, it is the matching of the frequencies. In mechanical resonance, the frequency of vibration of two objects becomes same. As the result, they start vibrating violently. Here, the frequency of AC source becomes same as the resonance frequency of LCR series circuit, and the current in the circuit becomes very high, maximum. So let's understand it further with the help of the mathematical relations we have already deduced when we studied LCR series circuit. Children, we know that in LCR series circuit, the impedance of the circuit is XL difference XC whole square plus R square root. What is XL? XL is inductive reactance. What is XC? XC is capacitive reactance. R, of course, is the resistance. Well, XL can be written as omega L or 2 pi nu L. XC can be written as 1/2 pi nu C whole square plus R square. Now see, how does this Z vary with frequency? We are going to plot a graph between Z and frequency. So let us understand the variation of Z with frequency. See children, when frequency is 0, this term is going to be 0. When frequency is 0, this term is going to be 0. And this term is going to be what? Infinite. So the difference of the two, infinity and this is 0, the difference is infinite. Infinite square is infinite. And if you add something with infinite, it remains infinite. And the square root of infinite is what? Infinite. That means Z is going to be infinite. So when frequency is 0, the value of Z is infinite. Now see, when frequency is increased, the value of this term increases. It was initially 0, now it increases. And this term which was infinite, with the increment of frequency, the value of this term decreases. So this term increases with the increase of frequency, this term decreases with the increase of frequency. Therefore, what happens? This difference decreases. As this difference decreases, well, the whole term over right hand side decreases. That means the value of Z decreases. And that is what is written here. With the increase of frequency, the value of Z decreases. Now, as we increase the frequency, this term is increasing, this term is decreasing. As we increase the frequency, what happens? At certain frequency, this term becomes equal to this term. And this has to be there. If the value of this term is increasing from 0 to infinity, and value of this term is decreasing from infinity to 0. So at certain value of frequency, they have to become equal to each other. This difference, of course, decreases, and the moment they are equal to each other, this difference becomes 0 and Z becomes equal to what? R. So the frequency at which Z becomes equal to R, the frequency at which this term becomes equal to this term, is what is called as resonant frequency of LCR circuit. Well, at this frequency, Z is minimum and that is equal to R. And if we further increase the frequency, what happens? This term increases further, and this term decreases further. And what happens? This difference now starts increasing. This difference, which was initially decreasing, became 0, and as the frequency is further increased, it moves towards infinity, and it decreases from infinity towards 0. So what happens? As it decreases towards 0, this difference again starts increasing, and as this difference starts increasing, the value of Z increases. As we further increase the frequency, the value of Z increases. And when frequency becomes infinite, this term becomes infinite, this term becomes 0, the difference is infinite, and the whole right hand side becomes infinite. That means Z again becomes equal to infinite. If these variations are plotted graphically, what do we get? See, this is frequency, this is Z axis. When the frequency is 0, the value of Z is very high, infinite. As the value of frequency is increased, the value of Z decreases, and when frequency becomes equal to what? Nu naught. What is this nu naught? Nu naught is resonant frequency. And when frequency becomes equal to what? Nu naught, the Z becomes minimum, and beyond that, if the frequency is further increased, the value of Z increases, and at infinite frequency, Z again rises to become infinite. So this is graphical plot of Z against frequency. And you can see when frequency is equal to resonant frequency, XL is equal to XC. What is XL? XL is 2 pi nu L, and what is XC? 1 upon 2 pi nu C. Nu is of course nu naught. What is nu naught? We get nu naught square as 1 upon 4 pi square LC. That means nu naught is equal to 1 upon 2 pi, square root of all. 1 upon 2 pi LC square root. This is what is the formula for resonant frequency. This is the formula of resonant frequency. Besides this, we know, children, that the current in LCR series circuit is V by Z. Overall voltage is overall current into overall obstruction, that is impedance. So what is I? I is V upon Z. And when Z, you can see here, I is inversely proportional to Z. V is the property of the source. It is invariant. Now see, when Z is going to become minimum, I has to become maximum. So what is maximum value of I? Maximum value of I is I naught, and that is V upon minimum value of Z, and that is R. So this is maximum value of current at resonance. This is maximum value of current as resonance. And if you plot a graph between I and frequency, the current against frequency, what do we get? See, as the value of Z decreases, see, I is inversely proportional to Z. As the value of Z decreases, current I has to increase. And when the Z becomes minimum, the value of current is what? Maximum. As the value of Z further increases beyond resonant frequency, the value of current decreases. So this continuous curve, this parabolic curve, is the graphical plot of I against frequency. This is resonant frequency at which the value of current is maximum. This dotted line shows the variation of Z against frequency, which we have already studied. And this I versus frequency graph is called as resonance curve. Children, this resonance curve is characterized by quality factor. This quality factor is nothing but sharpness of resonance. And this sharpness of resonance is nothing but the rapidity with which the current decreases as the value of frequency is changed from its resonant frequency. When frequency of AC source is equal to resonant frequency of LCR series circuit, current in the circuit is maximum. And as we alter the frequency, as we change the frequency of AC source, the current shoots down, increases. As we alter the frequency, increase or decrease the frequency, in both situations the current shoots down. And the rapidity with which the current shoots down is what is called as sharpness of resonance. This sharpness of resonance is mathematically defined by a term quality factor. And how is that quality factor defined? For that we have to understand what are half power frequencies. Children, at resonance we have maximum value of power. Since the current is maximum, R is a constant. Since the current is maximum at resonance, well, the power is going to be maximum, and that maximum value of power is going to be I square R, maximum value of current square into R. When is this power going to become when is this power going to become half? This power is going to become half, that is, this power is going to become P by 2 when say the current becomes I dash square by R. When the power is P, which is half the power, current is what? I dash square into R. The current is I dash, and I dash square into R is the value of power. Now if we equate this half power with this original power, what do we get? I dash square R is equal to I naught square R by 2. And if we solve it, R cancels out, what do we get? I dash. I dash is I naught by root 2. That means when the current decreases to I naught by root 2, when the current decreases by factor 1 upon root 2, then what happens? The power, that is the energy dissipated across resistance per second, is reduced to half. At resonance, the value of current is maximum, power is maximum. But as we reduce the current to I naught by root 2, the value of power becomes half. So this is the value of current I naught by root 2, and at this value of current, the value of power in the circuit is half. And these currents, this particular value of current, this particular value of current occurs for, this particular value of current occurs for, this particular value of current occurs for two different frequencies. One is nu 1, other is nu 2. The graph is parabolic. Every value of current is going to occur for two different frequencies. So this I naught by root 2, at which the power is half, also occurs at two different frequencies. One of the two frequencies is nu 1, the other frequency is nu 2. This nu 1 is called as lower half power frequency, and this nu 2 is called as upper half power frequency. And difference of these two frequency, nu 2 minus nu 1, is what is called as bandwidth. And quality factor, which is sharpness of resonance, is defined as ratio of resonant frequency to bandwidth. This is resonant frequency. Quality factor is unitless, dimensionless, constant for LCR series circuit, which is nothing but sharpness of resonance, is mathematically defined as the ratio of resonant frequency to bandwidth. What is resonant frequency? Nu naught. What is bandwidth? Nu 2 minus nu 1. We can also define it in terms of angular frequency. We can also write here what? Omega naught, and we can write here what? Omega 2 minus omega 1. And when this value is solved mathematically, I am not solving it. When this relation is solved mathematically, we get the value of quality factor as Q is equal to 1 upon R L by C whole square root. So this Q, which is the characteristic property of LCR circuit, is mathematically deduced as 1 upon R and then square root of L by C. You know all the terms here, LCR. So what is actually happening at resonance, that all I am going to sum up now. And for summing up, we'll move on to the other side of the board. Okay children, so we are going to summarize some of the very important points, and at the same time we are going to write down some new information here in this summary. So this is summary of LCR series resonance. Well, this LCR series resonance takes place in LCR circuit when the frequency of AC source becomes equal to resonant frequency, and that resonant frequency is what? 1 upon 2 pi LC square root. Well, this frequency, which is resonant frequency, is achieved when XL becomes equal to what? XC. That is, reactances are what? Equal to each other. This is inductive reactance, this is capacitive reactance. When they become equal to each other, then this frequency is achieved. So what are these values? These values are omega L, this is omega C. We solve it and we get the value of this resonant frequency. Now see, if we multiply both sides by I, then what happens? If we multiply both sides by I, we get VL, we get what? VC. Anyway, when XL is equal to XC, what happens? Z we know is what? XL difference XC whole square plus R square square root. So what happens to Z? Z becomes minimum, and that is equal to what? That is equal to R. Well, if we multiply both sides by I, in series the current is same. Whatever may be the value of current, it is same. If we multiply both sides by I, what do we get? We get VL left hand side and we get VC right hand side. So VL and VC both are equal to each other. And the value of voltage, the overall voltage is what? VL difference VC whole square plus R square square root. Since VL is equal to VC, therefore V is same as the voltage across resistance at resonance. So V is equal to the total voltage which exists across, the potential difference which exists across resistance. Well, next point. See, what is current in the circuit? Current in the circuit is in general V upon Z. Current in the circuit is in general what? V upon Z. And when Z is minimum, and minimum value of Z is what? R. Current in the circuit is maximum. So this is the value of current at resonance, which is what? Maximum. This is the value of current in the circuit at resonance, and that is maximum value of current. Well, since VL and VC, they are equal to each other, overall voltage is voltage across resistance and the current. So the nature of the circuit is what? This is V, and this is same as VR. Current is always parallel to VR vector at resonance. So what happens? The circuit behaves like a purely resistive circuit. So at LCR series resonance, or in LCR series resonance, the nature of the circuit is what? Resistive. The phase difference between voltage and current, that is what? Zero. As the result, what happens? Power factor, which is cos phi, has what? Maximum value, and that is 1. Cos of 0 is 1. The value of power dissipated across the circuit is what? Maximum. And that power dissipated is what? That is I naught square into R. Well, what is wattless current? There is no wattless current. As the circuit is what? Purely resistive. So wattless current in the circuit is 0. Whole of the current is there, which is responsible for dissipation of energy. Well, this voltage which is across inductor or which across capacitor, they are equal to each other, and when we find out their algebraic sum, they cancel out. As the result, V is equal to VR. But if we individually find out these voltages, we get what? This V across condenser is equal to Q times V applied, and V across, we can write here minus sign, Q times V, and voltage across capacitor, inductor is what? Inductor is equal to plus Q times V. I have written plus simply because V lags behind current by phase 90 degree, and this VL leads over current by phase 90 degree. That is why I have written with plus minus sign. Their algebraic sum comes out to be 0. But individually this voltage V is much more greater than V applied. This voltage VL is also much more greater than the voltage applied. Why? Why? It is simply because quality factor Q is greater than 1. And this is what is called as voltage amplification. What do we call this as? Voltage amplification. So it's true that the overall voltage is same as the voltage across resistance. But if we individually obtain the voltage across condenser and inductor, these voltages have very high values. And that is what is called as voltage amplification. So LCR series circuit is also used for voltage amplification. So children, these 9 points which we have discussed, they summarize the whole LCR series resonance. Well, let us have a look over quality factor once again. If Q, I am going to plot resonance curve for different LCR series circuit. And what does quality factor represent? That is, I am going to illustrate with the help of this graph. This is I versus frequency graph for say 3 different LCR circuit. One is what? One LCR circuit. This is resonance curve of circuit number 1. This is resonance curve of what? Circuit number 2. And this is resonance curve of circuit number 3. Also we have resonance curve for circuit number 1, this circuit number 4. So these are resonance curves for 4 different LCR series circuit, and these are 4 different curves. So see, for this curve the sharpness is maximum if the quality factor is Q1. For this curve the sharpness is less than this, the quality factor is Q2. For this curve the quality factor is what? Q3 say. And for this curve the quality factor is what? Q4. And since this curve is sharpest, therefore Q is going to be maximum for this particular curve. The Q1 is maximum. Less than that is going to be what? Q2. Less than that is going to be what? Q3. And the least is going to be Q4. This is the flattest curve. And for this flattest curve, quality factor is least. And for this sharpest curve, the quality factor is maximum. That means in this case, the voltage amplification would be greatest as compared to all other situations, all other LCR series circuit. So children, with this we come to the end of our LCR series resonance. We'll meet again with another topic very shortly. Until we meet again, goodbye.